Welcome to Marketing Mix, where we explore the business of public relations and marketing. I'm Marie Berbick-Graham, and today I'm taking you behind the scenes to look at what it's like to manage the public image of one of the most famous sports personalities on the planet. So grab a cup of coffee and let's chat with Carole Beckford, publicist for track and field superstar Usain Bolt.
Turn your sounds up to the Marketing Mix, media and public relations info you don't wanna miss.
What's it like, Carole, without even wasting a moment? You know, being publicist for such an internationally recognized sports figure as Usain Bolt. What does your job entail, really?
Well, first of all, I'm his communications manager, and that entails PR, promotion, publicity, in terms of, branding, positioning, and to some extent, because of how close we have grown together, is really helping him to understand his value and to ensure that he projects himself as the brand that he's known as.
Now, take me through a day of work. What's it like, your agenda? What do you do first thing in the morning, and how do you stay organized?
Well, we get emails because of the international appeal, typically from the UK. So it means 4:30, anywhere between 4:30 and 7. I'm responding to people in London and Europe to some extent. And it means that by 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I have to be responding to people from like Australia, far away. So the typical day, I get up, respond to emails. And sometimes we have articles and so on that we have to put together for several publications. Even in Spanish, I find that we're getting pretty good pickup from Spain and some of the other Spanish-speaking countries. Israel has now picked up a new interest. And of course, there's Brazil because of the Olympics in 2016. So already we're getting requests from all over the world.
Boy, Carole, I wish I had your job. It sounds so interesting.
Be careful what you wish for.
How long have you been publicist for Usain, and how did you get this job?
I've been publicist for 1 year and 7 months, April 2009. I think I was in the right place at the right time. I am very good friends with his coach, and I don't think it had anything to do with it. I think Norman Peart, the manager, was just sourcing and trying to figure out who he can get to add to his team. With them, I also helped to handle the car crash, and I think after that, it was all over in terms of handling requests. Because the day he met in the accident, it was ridiculous. All our phones went dead, and then for the next 2 weeks, we were answering questions to make sure he's okay, because it was the World Championship year, and everybody was worried whether or not he could repeat Beijing, even under those circumstances.
Managing crises can be tricky when you're handling publicity for a famous person. Carole explains how she dealt with the issue of Usain's car accident in April 2009.
Well, first of all, I needed to know exactly what the truth was, meaning, is he injured, and so on. We found out what happened, how soon he'll be able to be ready. And by the middle of the day, or end of the day at the time, we knew exactly what the situation was. So we just told them exactly.
Give us an idea of what it's really like to work with Usain. Does he take advice? How difficult is he to manage, if at all?
He does take advice, but he's engaged more in a conversation. And he has grown tremendously. He has matured. So I guess I use my skills as a marketer and as a teacher and try to engage him in a particular way. I don't talk to him. We talk with him. And that's critical, because Usain understands. He's been around the world. He sees how other athletes operate, and he and them, they're also becoming good friends. So I have to put that in context. Of course, you're going to get resistance. But then at the end of the day, when he goes in front of the microphone, he surprises us all the time. So it's not difficult.
Join us again next time for part 2 of this eye-opening interview with Carole Beckford, as she takes us behind the scenes, managing the image of track and field superstar Usain Bolt. Now here's your public relations tip for today. One of the easiest ways to stay on top of news about your clients is to sign up for Google Alerts. Google Alerts will notify you whenever your client is mentioned online. And guess what? The service is free. And that's it for Marketing Mix today. I am Marie Berbick-Graham. We'd love to hear from you. Email your comments to marketingmix2@gmail.com.